He did, yes. Sort of gets an assist for the goal. Jim O'Brien involved in that one. But first of all, a first start from you since November last year. How did it feel to be back out there today?
Yeah, good. I felt better than I thought I would. I could have stayed on a little bit longer, would have been nice. But yeah, just trying to bring that energy and making runs in behind, which we've worked on and we spoke about in the meetings yesterday. But great feeling to be out there again and get that first start under my belt after being out for a while.
In a game like that, where the opponents come with 10, 11 men behind the ball at the entire time, it's meant to take any energy and enthusiasm out of the game. How much do you see it as your responsibility to try and keep that energy, that intensity up? Because it seemed like a lot of it today came from you.
Yeah, I mean it's everyone's responsibility. We're a team, and I thought we played some nice stuff in the first half. We stretched them when we had to stretch them. We tried to get in behind. We played some nice football and rotations and stuff. That was one thing that we spoke about. And I think just at half time the manager just said, well, just put some more crosses in. Once we drive them down the pitch, put some more crosses in, and if they clear it, we'll play off the second phase, and then we can start dislodging their shape a little bit. So I think the second half you seen more balls going into the box from wide areas. Joel put some great balls in. Then Cal comes on and it releases Jaden to get that byline. So yeah, I think we've done it in the second half without actually scoring, which is frustrating. But we take the points and we move on.
As a game, it was quite attritional to watch, like a bit of a grind, because of, again, they got so many men behind. There was that want for more goals and yada yada yada. What was it like to play in? Did it feel like, an attritional kind of game to be a part of?
I don't know what that means, but
like a grind,
yeah,
friction.
You can get sucked into a false sense of security when you've got a lot of the ball, and then teams hit you on the counter attack. We know they've got pace up front, and you can get sucked in a little bit if you're not switched on when you've got the ball. So we worked on that, and we put ourselves in good positions to try and stop counter attacks. And I think the lads at the back done really well in organising. We were total control of the game, but it's still 1-0, still a little bit dangerous. And you've seen that in the last 5 minutes. They get a couple of corners, but yeah, you've just got to stick to the game plan and what we've worked on, and bringing that energy and trying to break lines when they're sitting in. It is frustrating, but you're going to come up against teams like that, and we've just got to keep trying to grind them down and being patient and not forcing it. And when obviously the crowd are expecting maybe a 2-3, 4-0. It could have been that today if their goalie wasn't on it. But yeah, we take the points and we move on.
Yeah, and you speak about the crowd there and the frustration. There was, even though it's 3 points and it's job done and it's a clean sheet and it's a goal at home, there was an air of frustration amongst the fans at the end of the game. It's a bit of an odd way to end a home win. What did the players make of that?
We're happy and focused on the job at hand, and we go in and yeah, we know we can maybe clean up on the final pass or the final shot and maybe taking our chances. We know that, but we got 3 points and we're focused on the job at hand. And like I said, sometimes it's difficult. You come up against teams like that, and I think our focus to not get too agitated and maybe force a couple of passes and then give them opportunities to counter attack. Was good today. Like I say, we're frustrated that we never scored 3 or 4. But that is what it is. We were 1-0 up. We have to manage the game, and we did that.
As we already touched on, first start for yourself since November last year. You've 3 or 4 substitute appearances of late. For a guy who lives and breathes his football and wants to be involved in it as much, how frustrating, that's the word that we keep saying, how frustrating have you found being on the sidelines for these last few months?
Yeah, it's been tough. Sitting in the stands worse, but obviously being on the bench and being back round about it was good, and you get a couple of appearances off the bench and the game dictates what you need to do. But I'm glad to get the start. I would have hoped it would have came sooner, so I could have been up to speed by now. But like I said before, I felt better today than I thought I would. But it's just nice to get it, and hopefully I can get up to speed and be ready to go in the next couple of games, and hopefully beyond that the playoffs.
I'm going to say, what do you see your role as being now between the end of the season, which is going to come around really quickly, only 2 more games left of the season, and then, as you say, the playoffs?
A member of the squad. We know we've all got a job to do, and I think when you're not involved, even the lads that came in today, like Vinny's back involved today and Cairo's back involved, Joel plays, I've played, so Jaden never played the other day, so it's all about putting that performance in and being ready to go, and hard work goes in behind the scenes when you're not involved, and sometimes it can feel like a punishment when you're getting sent runs. We're away travelling and some lads are getting sent runs if you're not on the squad, and sometimes it can feel like a punishment, but the focus and the drive and the energy and training has been excellent and it's kicking us on. So once lads come out, other lads go in, they're ready to go, and that's good.
That's the side of football and being a professional footballer that people don't see when you're outside of the squad, and everybody assumes there's a glitz and a glamour to being a professional footballer, but when you're not in the squad and they're away travelling, everybody that's involved in the match day, and you're back at home being sent, like you say, on runs.
Yeah, you get sent a run to do on the treadmill or outside, and then you've got to post it in the group to make sure you've done it, and it's really tough sometimes. It's tough to stay focused and you can't see how am I going to get back in. So the way the lads train, and it's a credit to everyone, and I think the biggest one really is Eli. If you look at Eli, at the start of the season he was out, but he was training like an absolute animal, so he's back in again today. He was ready to go, and that drips down for everyone, and there's lads, younger lads, who try to say you might not be playing at the minute or you might not be in the squad, but you could end up playing in the playoff final. There's little things like that, and you've got to believe it and you've got to train like that, and the lads here do. They've got a great attitude.
Well, fingers crossed for that, and good to see you back around it. Thanks for your time, Jim.
Thank you.